the kingdom of Murtana, united by King Robar II. During the long years of his reign, he was able to defeat all foes of his realm. All except one. The war against the orcs took its toll, and the prisoners of the realm were to pay the price. The king needed swords for his army, and every man guilty of a crime, no matter how insignificant, was forced to work in the ore mines of Khorinis. To make it impossible for them to escape, the king sent out the best magicians of the kingdom to create a magic barrier around the entire valley. I was one of them. Something disturbed the delicate structure of magic. We were trapped inside our own barrier. 1 second of negligence was enough for the prisoners. Khorinis was now under the control of the convicts. The king had no choice. He had to negotiate. He needed the ore. Month after month, the king supplied everything the prisoners needed. Month after month, they brought the ore to the edge of the barrier in exchange. Until the present day, another convict was brought to the cliff. He did not know, but he would change everything.
In the name of King Robar II, bearer of the scepter of Verant, I sentence this convict to...
Stop! Convict, I've got an offer to make you. This letter must reach the leader of the Magicians of Fire.
You're wasting your time.
You may choose your own reward. They'll give you anything you ask for.
Very well, I'll take your letter. On one condition. Spare me the rest of his nonsense.
How dare you!
Keep silent. Right, send him in.
Welcome to the colony.
That's enough. Leave him alone. And now scram. Get up. I'm Diego. I'm not interested in who you are. You've just arrived. I look after the new arrivals. That's all for now. If you plan to stay alive for a while, you should talk to me. But of course, I won't keep you from choosing your own destruction. Well, what do you think?
Why did you help me?
Because you needed help. Otherwise, Bullet and his boys might have killed you. And I couldn't just stand by and watch, because I came all this way to make a suggestion.
A suggestion?
Yes. After this little incident with Bullet and his guys, you should be aware now that you need protection. Everyone who arrives here has a choice. There are 3 camps in the colony, and you'll have to join one of them. I'm here to show the new ones that the old camp is the best place for them.
Where's Bullet now?
He and the others bring the goods from the outside world into the camp. You'll find him there, but if you plan to fight him, be careful. He's an experienced warrior.
Okay, what do I need to know about this place?
We call it the colony. You'll know already that we produce ore for the king. Well, at least we do, in the old camp. There are 3 camps within the barrier. The old camp is the biggest, and it was the first.
How do I get to the old camp?
You just follow this path. The old camp is the next reasonably safe-looking place you'll come across. There are a lot of wild beasts between the camps. You'd be mad to walk around without a weapon.
Where do I get a weapon?
When you get to the old mine, have a look around. I'm sure you'll find something useful. The mine is easy to find. It's just a few meters along the canyon.
I have a letter for the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
Really?
I was given it by a mage shortly before they threw me in here.
You're lucky I can't afford to show my face around the mages anymore. Anyone else would gladly slit your throat for that letter. That's because the mages pay their couriers a lot, and most people here don't have anything. If I were you, I'd shut up until I met one of the mages. Although in your situation, that's not likely to happen.
Why not?
The mages are in the castle in the old camp. Only Gomez's people are allowed to enter the castle.
Who's Gomez?
Gomez is the most powerful ore baron. He's the boss of the old camp, the most powerful man in the colony.
Let's assume I want to join his people. What do I need to do?
At the gate of the castle, you'll find a man called Thoris. Tell him Diego sent you.
Thanks for your help.
We'll meet in the old camp.
The kingdom of
I'm Diego.
I'm
not interested in who you are. You've just arrived. I look after the new arrivals. That's all for now. If you plan to stay alive for a while, you should talk to me. But of course, I won't keep you from choosing your own destruction. Well, what do you think?
Okay, what do I need to know about this place?
We call it the colony. You'll know already that we produce ore for the king. Well, at least we do, in the old camp. There are 3 camps within the barrier. The old camp is the biggest, and it was the first.
How do I get to the old camp?
You just follow this path. The old camp is the next reasonably safe-looking place you'll come across. There are a lot of wild beasts between the camps. You'd be mad to walk around without a weapon.
Where do I get a weapon?
When you get to the old mine, have a look around. I'm sure you'll find something useful. The mine is easy to find. It's just a few meters along the canyon.
I have a letter for the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
Really?
I was given it by a mage shortly before they threw me in here.
You're lucky I can't afford to show my face around the mages anymore. Anyone else would gladly slit your throat for that letter. That's because the mages pay their couriers a lot, and most people here don't have anything. If I were you, I'd shut up until I met one of the mages. Although in your situation, that's not likely to happen.
Why not?
The mages are in the castle in the old camp. Only Gomez's people are allowed to enter the castle.
Who's Gomez?
Gomez is the most powerful ore baron. He's...
Let's assume I want to join his people. What do I need to do?
At the gate of the castle, you'll find a man called...
Why did you help me?
Because you needed help. And I couldn't just...
A suggestion?
Yes. After this little incident with Bullet and his guys, you should be aware now that you need protection. Everyone who arrives here has a choice. There are 3 camps in the colony, and you'll have to join one of them. I'm here to show the new ones that the old camp is the best place for them.
Where's Bullet now?
He and the others bring the goods from the outside world into the... But if you plan to fight him, be careful.
Thanks for your help.
We'll meet in the old camp.
What are you doing here?
Making sure no one gets near the exchange place, especially one of those cutthroats from the new camp. You're the new guy they chucked in today, right?
That's me.
Then you'd better watch out for the guys from the new camp. I work for the old camp, same as the others you saw at the exchange place. I assume you've talked to Diego.
Yes, I have.
Good. Then you know what's what around here.
Why do I have to watch out for the guys from the new camp?
Compared to the new camp, the old camp's a quiet, peaceful sort of place. The new camp doesn't get any deliveries from the outside world. Most of the rogues there just steal whatever they need.
And the old camp?
The ore barons have everything under control. Next in line to them are the guards, followed by the shadows. The diggers are the lowest. Everyone who arrives here starts out as a digger. If you want to become something better than that, you'll have to get accepted as a shadow first.
When I was washed ashore, one of the guys punched me in the face.
They do that to all the newcomers. They call it standing godfather.
Oh, are all the guys like that in the old camp?
We do have a few suckers, but they won't touch you as long as you pay them protection money.
I saw a woman being sent down with the goods.
Yeah, the ore barons get everything they want.
Do you mean to say the king exchanges women for ore?
They're convicted criminals too, of course. But if Gomez hadn't asked for them, they'd be sitting in some dungeon or other. I'm not sure what's worse.
I'm looking for a weapon.
There should be some old weapons by the derelict mine further down the canyon. But don't go and start a war with nothing but a rusty pickaxe for a weapon. Those things are slow and heavy. An inexperienced fighter should never use one of them unless it's an emergency. You'd better make sure you reach the old camp in one piece.
How's it going?
Good. None of the rogues from the new camp are to be seen anywhere. You have to watch what you tell people.
Blathering.
Hey, you.
What do you want?
I want to warn you. If you continue this way, you'll be entering our hunting ground.
What do you hunt?
Mostly scavengers. There's a lot of meat on them. Besides, it ain't too hard to get them, once you know how.
Really? How's that?
Ask my friend Drax here. He knows more about these things than anyone.
Why is this area so dangerous?
You've just arrived, haven't you? There are different areas in this colony which are all more or less dangerous. The paths between the camps are quite safe, but even there you might come across some wolves which look on you as easy prey. And that's exactly what you are until you get a proper weapon and armor.
Where can I get better equipment?
The nearest place is that old camp. Just follow the path that brought you here. But you can get the stuff cheaper in our new camp, provided you know the right people. If you go to the old camp, ask for Mordrag. He's one of us. For just a little ore, he'll sell you the proper goods.
Tell me more about the areas of the colony.
If you travel between the camps, you'll need a map to distinguish paths and dead ends. Dead ends often lead you to dangerous canyons where you encounter creatures you'd better avoid. Do not enter the old ruins. There are too many around here, and most of them are old fortifications dating back to the time of the First Orc War. Some are abandoned orc dwellings. There are often orcs in those ruins, or even worse creatures. I'd avoid those places, especially at night. And one more hint, don't go into the forest.
Where do I get a map?
Ask the people in the old camp. There's a cartographer living there. Maybe you can steal one of his maps. If you manage to do it, take one from me as well.
Why? Doesn't he sell the maps?
If you get enough ore to pay for them.
Thanks for your help.
Don't go thinking everyone's gonna be so friendly, kid. There may not be much in a newcomer's pockets, but some folks would even beat you up for a pickaxe.
I'll keep it in mind. You're hunting, aren't you?
Looks like it. What do you want?
Do you have some hints for the hunt?
I could teach you a few things, but everything has its price.
Which would be how much?
A good gulp of beer will do to start with, then we'll see.
Here you are. Take a beer and tell me about hunting.
Scavengers. That's what we call the big birds. Should be attacked one after the other. It's easy to lure single scavengers from the pack. If you come too close, they'll become irritated. After a while, they'll storm in your direction. At this point, you should be waiting for them with a raised weapon. If you manage to strike the beast before it hits you, you have to keep fighting. Then you'll be able to defeat the creature without being hurt yourself. If it hits you first, well, just don't let him.
What else can you tell me about hunting?
A lot, but it'll cost you more than a beer. If you know how, you can take the creature's teeth, claws, and skin. It's hard to get them, but they are valuable. At least every merchant will trade those things with you.
How do I get the teeth?
I want to see some ore first. Like I said, everything has its price.
You're demanding a lot for your advice.
Possibly, but you can earn a lot of ore with this knowledge. All the animals you kill without knowing how to cut them up will just rot away. That's a wasted opportunity of skinning them and selling the fur at a high price. If I were you, I'd try to gain this knowledge as soon as possible.
What else can you tell me about hunting?
A lot. If you know how. At least every...
Hi, I'm new here.
How nice for you.
Is that the old camp over there?
No, that's the new camp. The old camp is underneath the bridge.
What are you doing here?
What's it look like? Regarding the bridge, of course. We make sure that no beasts cross the bridge.
Have you got any advice for me?
Yeah, don't go in the forest on your own. Unless you're strong enough to fight off all the beasts. Make sure you get to the old camp. They're holding a pickaxe for you. Where do you think you're going?
To the camp.
You ain't come to make trouble, have you?
Diego says I'm to meet him in the camp.
Okay, in you go then.
Any news?
Nah, everything's the same as ever.
I'm new here.
So I see.
How's things?
You make trouble here, you get punished.
What do you call trouble?
Most diggers pay us to protect them. If you mess with one of them, we'll deal with you. If I catch you rummaging around in other people's huts.
Okay, I get the point. Where can I find Diego?
During the day, he's usually at the castle entrance with Forrest.
Let's talk about something. Go rushing into anything.
Maybe.
People are...
I wouldn't like to be in here.
Tell me something about the old camp.
It's the biggest and most powerful of the three camps. Gomez and his guys control the camp and thereby the whole ore trade. Once a month, the king sends us everything we need. We've got the old guy in our grip, you understand? He sends us wine, bread, meat, weapons, everything. You can also get some of it. All you have to do is join Gomez's people.
What about the 2 other camps?
The 2 other camps split up to pursue their crazy escape plans. There's the new camp in the west of the colony, where the mages think they can just detonate the barrier as soon as they've scraped enough ore together. And then there's the sect loonies in the east. Their camp is in the middle of the swamp, and they're praying to their idol to set them free. He hasn't responded so far. If I were you, I wouldn't waste my time on those madcaps.
Tell me more about the barrier.
There isn't much to tell. It's impenetrable.
What happens if I just walk out of here?
The last one who tried that reached the other side a dead man. This damn barrier lets you in, but you'll never get out of here.
If there's a way out, I'll find it.
You're already in a rush to get out of here? But you've only just arrived.
Take care.
That wasn't very clever.
You don't look as though you'd just let anyone get into the castle.
Only Gomez's men are allowed in the castle.
Hang on. Better not go rushing into it.
I need to get into the castle. I have a letter here for the High-Fire Mage.
And you expect me to let you stroll inside the castle to hand it over and collect your reward?
Yeah.
Okay, show me the letter.
I'm not letting you handle it. Forget it.
Okay, I've forgotten.
I want to work for Gomez.
Oh, yeah? And what makes you think Gomez will be interested in having you work for him?
Same old story every time.
Diego says you decide who Gomez is interested in.
Huh? If Diego thinks you're okay, why doesn't he take care of you? Look, let me explain. Diego's gonna test you. If he thinks you're good enough, I'll let you into the castle to see Gomez. Whatever happens after that is up to you, okay?
I'll talk to Diego. If I gave you a certain amount of ore, would you let me in the castle?
For a certain amount.
How much?
Well, it'd have to take a while to count the ore. Long enough to make sure me and my boys are busy counting while you slip by.
So tell me, how much?
1,000 nuggets should be enough.
1,000 nuggets?
Well, you could join up with Gomez. That'd get you in the castle for free.
Why don't you give me the test?
It ain't that easy, kid. Any newcomer who wants to get anywhere needs a patron. That patron has to be one of Gomez's people. He'll test you. And if you fail, you're his responsibility. That's the law around here.
There must be something you want done.
No, the things we guards deal with are a bit above you, kid. You just stick to the tasks your patron sets for you.
I'm quite capable of doing anything you tell me to.
Oh, so you're intent on failing, eh? There is one thing that only someone who's not with Gomez can see to. But I'm warning you, you blow this and you'll be in mighty big trouble.
I'm ready for your task.
What I'm about to tell you is between you and me, and nobody else must ever hear about it. Understood?
Sure.
We have a problem with a guy from the new camp. His name's Mordrag. He's been stealing from the ore barons. Of course, that applies to a lot of the rogues in the new camp. But this guy has the nerve to come to our camp and sell our stolen goods to our boys. He's gone too far. But he knows I can't do anything about it.
Why?
Because he's under the protection of the mages.
talk about something else instead.
Sounds to me like the mages are your problem.
Yeah, but they're a problem that's hard to solve. A few years back, one of the shadows tried to stab the High Magician of the Circle of Fire while he was sleeping. They found him later in the Outer Ring. In fact, he was scattered all over the Outer Ring.
I better keep out of it.
Why do the mages protect that Mordrag?
Because they use him as a gopher. Our local mages are in contact with the mages over in the new camp. They often send gophers back and forth. They're likely to become very unpleasant if I throw one of their gophers out of the camp or have him killed.
What about me? What do you think the mages will do to me?
You're new here. You'll be okay. But I'm responsible for what my boys do. That's why it's vital that you keep your mouth shut.
I thought that had been cleared ages ago.
Where can I find Mordrag?
You'll find him at the south gate on the other side of the castle, just beyond the entrance. The bastard wouldn't dare come any further into the camp.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
Do you want me to kill the guy?
I want you to make sure I never see his face around here again. I don't care how you do it.
I'll take care of it.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
Lie on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
People always talk.
I'll take care of it.
I doubt that's
I'll take care of it.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though, because he...
I'm not involved.
Let's
talk. I doubt that's ever likely to change.
You gotta watch what you tell people. Well, there was a
As
time when
long as
things
I'm
would have
not
gone
involved.
very differently. Maybe.
There was
You
a
have
time
to
when
watch.
things
There must be
were
something
very
about that
different.
story.
I am new here.
Just arrived, have you? I'm Grim. I haven't been here for long either. I was thrown in with the load before you.
Doubt that's ever likely to change.
Yeah, there must be something about that story after
What's
all.
life like here?
Easy going. As long as you pay your share of protection money to the guards.
What do I have to do if I want to get admitted to this camp?
Well, first of all, you have to become a shadow. Therefore, you have to find somebody who supports you, somebody who explains everything to you and takes responsibility for you. If I was you, I'd try to keep close to Diego. I did it like that. He's quite all right. He'll make you take the test of faith. That's different from everybody. Then there'll be some other smaller tasks from other shadows. If you manage them, you'll be with us.
What was your test of faith?
I can't tell you, man. You have to be silent about things like that here.
That wasn't very clever.
Better keep out of it. It was obvious that
Hang on. Better not to go rushing into anything.
that wasn't very clever.
That's really not that story.
But keep it to yourself. People don't
And somebody in your trouble. That's how
Like to be in his shoes, though.
It's the same story every time. I
Wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
Shouldn't believe everything you hear.
I've talked to Thoris.
And what did he say?
He says that I can join the old camp if you think that I'm good enough.
Looks like I have myself a new job.
Do we start right now?
First, there are a few things you should know.
There'd be trouble ahead.
You're very probably right.
Rely on somebody, you're in trouble.
What do I have to know to be accepted in the old camp?
If you want to join the camp, you'll have to earn some brownie points. There are a few influential people in the outer ring. Most of them are shadows. If you manage to impress them, it'll earn you a few brownie points. Then you'll have to stand the test of faith. Besides, there are a lot of skills every new arrival has to learn. The more you learn, the more valuable you'll be for us. Same old story every time.
Where do I find the important people?
Like to be in
Well, you're looking at one of them.
every time.
Then there's Thoris. You already know him. As for the others, you'll have to find that out by yourself. If you don't manage to do that, you don't belong here anyway. Just go through the outer ring and talk to people. Then you'll find out who's important.
There was a time when things were
Who can teach me?
Start with Fingers. He's the most skillful among us. If you keep your eyes peeled, you'll find other people who can teach you.
Where can I find Fingers?
His hut's kind of hidden. It's next to the castle wall. Just start out here and go towards the arena. When you're at the castle gate, go down to the left and you'll be heading for the arena.
You're very probably right. You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
What's the test of faith?
You have to go to the old mine. There you'll meet a guy called Ian. He'll give you a list. This list is important. It contains all the items the guys in the mine need from us. They'll get the stuff with the next convoy.
No problem.
Yes, there is a problem. The new camp must not get that list. Like I said, the list is important. If you do it right, you'll get much further.
If the list is so important, why should Ian give it to me?
Because you're going to tell him Diego sent you.
I'll tell him. Where can I find the old mine?
Go to Graham. He's a cartographer. Tell him that I sent you and that you need a map. It'll show you the way to the mine. He lives to the left of the north gate.
Can you teach me something?
Yes. I can teach you to improve your dexterity or your strength.
Some people never learn.
Wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though. Better not go rushing.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
Must be something about that story.
Come back soon. There are many things you need to learn.
Very probably right.
What about my esteem within the camp?
I've talked to a few people.
And?
The business with Mordrag is really quite a job. He's not bad as a warrior. You should exercise if you really want to defeat him. Get on with it. There are still many things to do if you want to get anywhere here in the camp.
I doubt that's ever like.
Take care.
You have to watch what you tell people. Wasn't very clever.
Let's talk about something else instead.
What about my esteem within the camp?
I've talked to a few people.
And?
The business with Mordrag is really quite a job. He's not bad as a warrior. You should exercise if you really want to defeat him. Get on with it. There are still many things to do if you want to get anywhere here in the camp.
Take care.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
If you think. But keep it very probably right. You should believe everything you hear.
There was a time.
There must be something about that story after all.
That won't happen again.
Hang on. Thought that had been cleared up ages ago. Rely on somebody. Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it. It's obvious that there'd be trouble ahead.
Some people never learn.
It was obvious, if you think. That's really not my problem. Always talk.
I'm new here. Who are you?
I am Baal Taran of the Brotherhood of the Sleeper.
Let's talk about something else instead.
What is the Brotherhood of the Sleeper?
We're a community of believers in a new faith. Our camp is situated in the east, in the swamp. I've come to preach the words of the Sleeper to strangers like you.
Some people never learn.
Who is the Sleeper?
The Sleeper is our Redeemer. He disclosed himself 5 years ago through Iberian, our master. Since then, we have renounced the 3 gods, and you should do so as well. The gods just stood by and watched while we were exiled to this prison. But the Sleeper will lead us to freedom.
How do I get to the Brotherhood's camp?
I'm busy, But Baal Parvez should be somewhere in this camp as well. He's near the marketplace, on the other side of the castle. I believe he's even got his own hut there.
Tell me about the Sleeper's teachings.
The Sleeper is a powerful being, maybe even more powerful than Innos, the god of light. He is with us in spirit, but his power is still limited. He has been sleeping for 1,000 years, but now the moment of his awakening is near. He has chosen us to be witnesses to his awakening and to spread his word. So listen, all those who join the Sleeper will have immortal souls, but those who are against him will be punished. But the Sleeper is compassionate and sends proof of his might to all who doubt him.
How does your God prove his might?
He speaks to us through visions. Whoever hears his voice no longer doubts his might. If you take the weed which grows in the swamp, you will be close to the Sleeper and able to hear him. Some people even see images.
I see. What will the way to freedom look like?
We are preparing a great invocation of the Sleeper, in which all novices create the contact together. In this invocation, the Sleeper will reveal the path to freedom.
I need to get into the castle. Can you help me?
I fear I cannot, brother. The only ones among us who may enter the castle are those who supply the weed to Gomez. We gather swamp weed and sell part of it to the old camp in exchange for goods from the outside world. If you were one of the couriers working for Kor Kalom, you could get into the castle. But for that, you would need to be one of us. What do you want to do in the castle anyway?
I want to meet somebody there.
Do you? Who? And why don't you just wait until he comes out?
He's one of the magicians.
Oh, well, they never leave the castle. You really will have to get in. What do you want from them anyway? Magic runes? Or potions?
That's right.
I knew it. What else would a guy like you want with the mages? I can give you some good advice. Forget the mages. They take far too much ore for their stuff. Magic runes and potions are much cheaper in our camp.
How's it going?
I've spent the last 2 weeks working in the mine. All I want is peace. Get out of my sight.
New here, are you? I don't know your face. I'm Sly. I have a job on offer for a newcomer.
You have a job for me? What is it?
One of our guards has disappeared. He's called Neck. He might have gone over to the new camp. You're new here, and you'll get around quite a lot, so keep your eyes peeled. If you find him, I'll speak up for you in the camp.
I'll see if I can find him.
If you meet Fletcher, ask him about Neck. He's taken over his district since Neck disappeared.
Where will I find him?
His district is the district of the arena.
Hey, you!
Are you talking to me?
I'm warning you, people like you can get into trouble awfully quick round here. And most of the guys they chuck in here are bastards. They think they can do what they like to you, but we won't allow that. Gomez wants some peace in the camp, and we guards make sure he gets it, but it's a job that doesn't come cheap. That's why I'm asking you for some ore. Look on it as a kind of token of friendship. You help us, and we'll help you. If you get in trouble, we'll be there for you.
Why not? How much ore were you thinking of?
Not much. 10 ore, that's all I need.
I don't have 10 ore.
Then I'll take whatever you have. That's okay. You can give me the rest next time I see you. Let me see. Oh, I take small donations too. It's the thought that counts. Thanks for the ore, kid. From now on, I'll be watching out for you whenever you're in the camp.
See ya.
Don't you worry about anything here in the camp. We'll be looking out for you. May I pass through here?
Hi, I'm new here. How's things?
Go away. I've been working my ass off in the mine for the last 2 weeks. And what for? Some sad lumps of ore is all I got. I had to spend most of it on food. I talked to Ball Parvis down there. He told me some interesting things about the sect camp. I think I'd better go there instead of slaving away for Gomez.
You don't like it here? Why don't you just go then?
Because I'm not quite sure what to expect there. I had a pal here. His name was Melvin. He headed off to the sect camp a week ago. But since then, I haven't heard of him. And as long as I don't get a message from him, I'll stay here.
Hey, you! I trade in swamp weed and potions from the sect camp. Do you want something?
What is swamp weed?
New here, are ya? You can smoke it. Very relaxing for most of us.
I want to join the camp. I want to become a shadow.
Oh, you're looking for a chance to prove your worth? Good. You can do me a favor. If you do it well, I'll speak up for you in front of Diego.
What is it?
In the sect camp, there's a man called Kalam, quite a big shot. One of the gurus of the sect. Kalam is an alchemist. He has the recipe for an effective healing potion. I'd like to buy the recipe off him. Then I can produce it myself. But nobody can get near Cologne.
And what do you expect me to do?
The sect loonies are looking for new people all the time. You're new here. Just pretend you want to be recruited. Cologne is one of the gurus. That means he checks the new candidates. If you get in touch with him, try to get the recipe. Whether you want to pay for it or you don't, I don't care.
Sounds like a difficult business. How much is in it for me?
At some point, Diego will ask me if you're suitable for us. Just guess what my answer will depend on.
Maybe I'll have to pay for the recipe. Give me 50 ores in advance payment.
Forget it.
Okay, I'll see if I can get the thing. Where is the sect camp?
Leave the camp through the south exit, then head eastwards. You'd better take a map. I got one here for 50 ore.
The south exit is the collapsed tower, isn't it?
Exactly.
Show me your goods.
I got the best stuff here.
Show me your goods.
I got the best stuff here.
Show me your goods.
I got the best stuff here.
new face.
What do you want?
I want to offer you help. You're new here and the new ones always get into trouble. You could save yourself a lot by making a small donation. Just 10 ore, man. It ain't much to ask.
And what do I get out of it?
While you're in my district, I'll protect you. If you get into any trouble with the guys from the new camp, or if one of the sect loonies gets on your nerves, you can count on me. If you have bother with one of the diggers, we'll help whichever one of you has paid. It's as simple as that.
And what if both have paid?
Then we sit back and watch the show, but that don't happen too often.
Here's 10 ore, and you'll have to help me if I get into trouble.
Hey, watch who you're trying to fool. Come back when you have the ore.
Let me pass! Let me pass!
Hey man, I'm Fisk. I trade goods of all kinds. If you ever need anything, you're in the right place here.
Have you got armor for me as well?
Well, I'm sure that I can satisfy you.
Hey, newcomer. I'm Mordrag. You should remember that name. You can buy any kind of goods from me at a cheap price.
Are you really the magician's courier?
What if I am?
I'd like to have a chance to talk to the magicians. I have to get inside the castle.
The magician's couriers bear seals, which allow them entry to the castle. If you were one of us, you could get such a seal.
Show me your goods.
Choose something.
You have a problem.
Really? What's that?
There are people around here who want to get rid of you.
Really? Then you can tell them they should send someone along to enforce their wish.
What makes you so sure I'm not the one to do it?
'Cause I think you're smarter than that, boy. You'll soon realize that there are better opportunities than working for Gomez. We, too, need capable people in the new camp. And nobody tells you what to do.
Tell me more about the new camp.
It's the camp where you have the most freedom within the colony. We don't have any ore barons or gurus bossing us around. We have our own mine, but the ore that is produced there isn't given to the damn king.
So what is it used for?
Our magicians are working on a plan to break out of here. All the ore is collected for this plan. While Gomez and his people are lazing around, we drudge for freedom. That's what's going on.
And if I wanted to join the new camp, could you help me?
If you're serious, we can go now. I can take you to Laris. He is the head of our gang. But if you prefer to beat me out of the camp, well, go for it.
Let's go to the new camp.
Okay, follow me.
Hello?
Well, here we are. When you pass through the gate, you'll reach the new camp. Talk to Lars. He will help you. Give this to him. It's a precious ring. It's your ticket to see Lars. You need a good reason to be allowed to meet him. Well, thinking about it, I think I'll stay here for some time. I've earned enough for now, and things are heating up in the old camp. If you want, come and meet me at the bar. It's the hut out on the lake. Take care.
See you.
Talk about something else instead. You're in trouble. That's how it goes. I thought that had been cleared up ages ago. I doubt. You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
You have to watch what you tell people.
Let's talk about something else instead.
Maybe.
I'm not listening to all that blathering anymore.
Rely on somebody, you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
What are you doing here?
I'm working for the Rice Lord.
Have you got work for me?
I'll talk to you later.
Do you intend to go through this gate?
Do you intend to stop me?
No, but you should know what's waiting for you. This is not like in the old camp, and not like being with the sect loonies either.
And what am I expecting here?
There are no guards or Templars to look after you. It's every man for himself. The only ones who stick together are us mercenaries.
What do the mercenaries do?
We are the mercenaries of the water mages. Our target is to break free from here. We're working hard for it, and don't plan to take things easy like the guys from the old camp who are just having an easy time resting on the backs of the diggers. And we all follow Lee. He's a great man. He's the one who holds this damn camp together.
What do the mages do?
They investigate the magic characteristics of the ore our scrapers collect in the mine. As far as I know, they want to blow the whole damn ore mound sky high to free us from the barrier.
Sounds dangerous.
They said we shouldn't worry.
You have a massive ore mound here?
You could say that. We could buy the king's wife for that. But we don't give a damn about trading the ore with that old fart. We want to get out of here.
Where's the ore mound?
You want to see a real mound of ore, do you? There's a hole in the middle of the cave. They shove it all in there. But you won't get anywhere near it, I can tell you. The mages and our people guard the ore day and night.
I was just curious. What about the rest of the people?
All crooks. They don't give a damn about the camp. I'd rather just have the peasants guarding the front gate.
How are things going at the moment?
The scrapers are still collecting. Once they have enough ore, we'll blow the mound up. Watch your back.